Hey everybody, so this was a really chippy affair tonight. Montreal went into Ottawa to take on the Senators. And yeah, it was like just really chippy. Brady Tkachuk at the center of it all, of course. And I'm going to tell you what happened, who scored, how they scored, 3 stars of the game. And that's all right here at Talking Habs, the home of Habs hockey, where everything is dedicated to the Habs and all things hockey. And if you are a Habs fan and you want to see more videos like this, head down there, subscribe, ring the notifications bell, and that's going to get you your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge from Talking Habs. And while you're on the way down there to do that, give a thumbs up if you like the video. And any comments you may have in the comment section about the game, about Brady Tkachuk and the fight, and Carey Price fought with him, and all that kind of good stuff. And we'll talk about it here. And yeah, so we'll get into the game. Just one sec. Oh, I almost clicked the wrong button. All right. So Montreal went into Ottawa. I wouldn't say anymore needing a win. I guess if you're of the mind that they're going to still make the playoffs, then they're needing a win. Obviously, um, yeah. I guess, and I don't know what got them so fired up because they were fired up tonight. Montreal and Ottawa kind of. I mean, there's a rivalry there. There's no doubt. But I don't know. I've never seen it so intense as this. So I'll tell you what happened. And the game starts off pretty good for Montreal. First period, minute and 13 in, Byron gets the puck off. I want to say off the boards. Let me remember now the goal. Um, no, I think I'm not sure where he got the puck. Anyway, Byron gets the puck somewhere near the blue line, and he finds Domi at the boards on the left side, I want to say. And Domi just kind of breaks into the net and just makes a really nice deke. So coming from the side, not a straight on deke, but coming from the side, and the way he goes around Anderson was really nice, and I think he backhands the puck into the net. So Domi gets his 14th from Byron. It's 1-0 Montreal. Domi, a much needed goal, and Domi's on fire tonight. Um, and there was a bit of a scare on a hit from him. So after that, Gallagher. The only thing really, like, it's a exciting game. So there's a lot of back and forth play. There's some pretty good chances, I think, for both sides. Although in the early going, Price was not as busy as Anderson was. That's for sure. So there was a play going into, I want to say, behind the Ottawa net. So Galley kind of rides Shabbat, or they ride each other into the boards along the back wall. And Shabbat goes in awkwardly with his left knee, and I guess twisted. I don't know, whatever he did to it, and he hurts himself. He goes off, and he doesn't come back. He tries to come back, tests his knee, and he doesn't play anymore anyway. And what happens after that is Brady Tkachuk, thought it was a bad hit, but it wasn't, and he jumps all over Galley, and they both fall down, kind of a fight, not really a fight, and they both go off for roughing. And basically, like, Tkachuk went after Galley. Galley's defending himself, gets 2 minutes for that. Figure it out. Again, kind of same kind of play all night. It's pretty exciting. There's good plays on both sides. Pretty fast-paced game, but very chippy. So at 10:20, Domi gets his second goal of the night. So he has a good night, Domi, and he really needs this. And it's like a weird bounce off the backboards. I think Anderson goes back behind his net to play the puck, but instead, I don't know if I don't think he touches the puck. I think the puck bounces off the backboards and comes right out to Domi. And Domi just he makes no mistake on it. It bounces right onto his stick pretty much, and he makes no mistake. So it's an unassisted goal, his 15th, and it's 2-0. And Domi's hot. Domi's playing hot. Maybe he'll get a hat trick here. So the period ends like that. It's 15 shots for Montreal, 8 for Ottawa. I'm not sure if I missed the power play for Montreal, writing it down, because they ended up in 2 power plays each, and I only have here 1 listed for Montreal. So I might have missed one, I think, in the first period, but not important because there was no goal or anything. So second period rolls around, and I didn't write the time on this, but Brady Tkachuk, Now I wanted Montreal to pick Brady Tkachuk last year, last year, yeah, I think it was last year, in the draft, and they didn't. He went to Ottawa. We got Kokanyemi, and I don't like the kid. I'm kind of glad we don't have him. I don't like him that he's dirty, and he's not. It's not like he's a brave guy because Sherratt wanted to fight with him, and he kind of backed off and had Sabran go after Sherratt. And Sherratt even said to him, "Well, you can't come do your own dirty, your own fight your own battles. You got to get somebody else to do it." And then late in the game, like the 2 minutes left, Cousins and him have a bit of a scrap, kind of a bit of an altercation, and right away Tkachuk drops his gloves because Cousins is smaller than him. And then he skates past the Habs bench like, oh, you see, he wouldn't fight me. No, you pick on a guy that you could beat up. That's the only reason why you dropped your gloves. You wouldn't drop them against Sherratt. I don't like Tkachuk. So what happens here is there's a play in front of the net between Sherratt and Tkachuk. I don't know exactly what happens. Either sticks get in the way. I don't know. They kind of go after each other, or Tkachuk goes after Sherratt, like pushes him, does something like that, and he's right in front of Price, and Price says, "Oh, you're not doing that in front of me," and he basically gives him a to the face, and they go at it, and Price and Tkachuk are fighting, and I'm like, mouth agape, what's going on here? How come nobody just coming in and jumping, like the bench isn't emptying and they're all over this guy? Like, I don't know. I wrote what WTF? Like, I don't know if I've ever seen a player and a goalie go at it like that. So Montreal gets the extra two because Price and Sherratt both kind of had it out with Tkachuk. So they get the extra two. And Deneau almost scores on the shorthanded, on a good shorthanded play, and it would have been really good to see that happen, but doesn't happen. Still 2-0, and again, play goes back to that. But one thing I did notice, I found here, up until near the end of the third, Tkachuk seemed a little bit more subdued after that, after fighting with Price. Like, maybe I better not. I'm going to get my ass kicked here. Fighting with Price. How did he not get his ass kicked anyway? I don't get it. At 17:58, Covey puts pressure on Paul. That's the guy's last name, a defender for Ottawa, behind the Ottawa net. Now he gets the assist on this goal that's coming, but he doesn't really touch the puck. They show on the replay, Paul, the defenseman, he kind of throws the puck out front. I don't know why exactly he does that. And the puck goes right to Paul Byron, like almost right on his stick. And Paul Byron makes no mistake about it, gets his second goal, and they give it to Kovalchuk as an assist. It really probably should have been an unassisted goal, but that's fine. Covey could use the assist. He hasn't had too many points in the last little while. So it's 3-0. And I think that's how the period ends. 14 shots for Montreal, 12 for Ottawa. They each have a power play with no goal. Or Montreal has 2 power plays and Ottawa 1. I'm not sure where I missed that power play. Not that it really matters. Third period rolls around, and there's no more scoring. So it ends up 3-0. I'm breaking it or whatever. There was just a period of not chippiness. You would have thought after that second period it's going to get bad in the third, and it doesn't until just at the end of that thing with Cousins. But the refs, they give a penalty to Domi, and this is the only thing I really want to say from the third is, okay, so Domi and Duclair, they're both kind of skating towards the I think it's the Ottawa blue line. They don't see each other at all, and they collide. And for that, Domi gets an interference penalty. My hands are asleep. Sorry if I seem weird, but my hands are asleep tonight. I don't know why. So they collide, and Domi gets an interference penalty, and he's clearly shook up on the play. They take him out to give him a check to make sure he doesn't have concussion because he's flexing his jaw a lot, and that could be a sign. Anyway, so the game ends 3-0. That's it. They couldn't really mount any attack, and whatever they could, Price was there. I mean, Price wasn't. It was almost like after the fight and Price gets the penalty, he really shuts the door on them, like saying like I got that penalty, they're not scoring on me, and it seemed from that point on, you got that feeling that this was going to be a shutout, that this was going to be a shut. Price wasn't letting up anything, especially after he got mad. So, and that's how it turns out. So, really good on him. 37 shots for Montreal, 30 for Ottawa, 49% in the faceoff circle for Montreal, and they were both 0 for 2 on the power play. 3 stars of the game. For me, third star, Paul Byron had a really good game. His second game that he was really looking good. I think it's his second game back. And he got a goal, and he just looks really good. Back to the old Paul Byron, which is really good to see because Montreal needs that. And if they're going to hang on to him, if he doesn't get moved, which I hope he doesn't because I like Paul Byron. This Paul Byron, he's a valuable hockey player. Second star is Max Domi. 2 goals, 2 goals. He was hot most of the night after that interference penalty of his for throwing his body into Anthony Duclair to stop him from I don't know what. He wasn't as hot. It didn't seem like he was going to get any more points, but still 2 goals, great game. And first star for a shutout and stopped everything came his way, and there was no mistake about it, is Carey Price. And why not? Even if you say, well, he really someone else should have got the star. He fought with Tkachuk. He deserves the star, I think, just for that. And new award here. So anybody who it's a long review, I'm really sorry, but if you stay till the end, you get to get the first asshole of the game award, and it goes to Brady Tkachuk. He wins the Asshole of the Game award, the inaugural Asshole of the Game award. Next game is Tuesday at home to Vancouver at 7 p.m. I'll be on the air an hour before for the pregame show, and that's it. If you like the video, give a thumbs up. And while you're on the way down there to do that, subscribe, ring the notifications bell. That'll get you your daily fix of Blue, Blanc, Rouge right here at Talking Habs. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Have a great game at night, the rest of whenever you're watching this, and peace out. Bye-bye.